Sea of Thieves recently released their brand new competitive voyage, the Skull of Siren Song. Whilst initial feedback was extremely positive, as time has gone on, has this new voyage given Sea of Thieves a new lease of life, or has it become stale already? We've also had a notification from Rare regarding our personal voyage inventory, and I for one am curious as to what this could mean for Season 11 of Sea of Thieves. Hello pirates, my name is Ellie and I post regular Sea of Thieves videos on this channel. If you want to stay up to date with the game, then remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I put out a new video. I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, so if you want to catch me live, then head over to twitch.tv/EllieBoop and drop me a follow for notifications of when I go live. You can also join our Discord, which is a nice place to hang out and chat all things gaming and Sea of Thieves. The link is on screen and in the comments. So Skull of Siren Song has been out for just over a week now, and a lot of players have been having a great time with the new competitive voyage. However, I think it's safe to say that now that more of the dedicated players have played the voyage for a week or so and have completed or nearly completed their commendations, the voyage is feeling a little lackluster. The problem, I think, is that this voyage is only really any good if multiple crews participate. If you're the only ship on the server who's interested in the PvP gameplay and opts in, then you'll find yourself on a very different voyage. I would say that about 80% of my voyages have been completely uncontested. I'm at about 25 of 30 skulls delivered, and I still have some chest opening to do for my commendations. Now, the ones that I've done that have been contested have been really fun, and usually it's been a pretty epic battle from start to finish. We had one where it was duo sloop v duo sloop and we were pretty evenly skilled, so the fights were great and it really was 50-50 up until the last second as to who was going to win. We've had a galleon v galleon fight too, where we won one and lost the second because we both stayed on the server for the next voyage and competed against each other for a second time. For the most part, we've had lots of GGs and lots of crews that have been having a really good time with it. However, I've also had a lot of sessions where it's just a case of sailing around doing the voyage with literally no other ship in sight. Now, obviously, the server issues are still being worked out, although I will say I've seen a little bit of improvement lately, not so much with hit reg, but with stability in general, so less stutters and crashes, etc. But because of those server issues, player and ship count is still running at a reduced rate, and one would assume that with higher ship counts the voyages might be more hotly contested, at least on some servers. We've not had any update yet as to when the ship count will be increased again. I would expect an update sometime in early December, perhaps before the launch of Safer Seas, but we'll have to see. I have also seen some suggestions that the voyage shouldn't start until at least one other crew opts in. However, I'm not sure that this would resolve the issues because I've seen some instances of players digging up the items and then as soon as they're notified that another crew is participating or competing, by them digging up the other item they get that little pop-up. They basically just drop the item and leave the server, seemingly wanting to avoid PvP altogether, so this wouldn't necessarily stop the voyages from being uncontested. There have also been requests for the Skull to reward emissary bonus for guilds. Now, Sea of Thieves did put on a live stream a few days ago showing off the new voyage, and during that stream they were asked by chat if any changes were planned. Essentially, Rare have said that because the voyage is still only a week or so old, they want to gather all feedback and see what people are saying before making any changes. So I would say that they're not ruling out changes, but for now the voyage is going to remain as is. They did also confirm that during the upcoming community weekend that's running from the 2nd to the 4th of December, that there is a time-limited title that can be earned by selling a single Skull of Siren Song. They also confirmed that the community multiplier will apply, which means that when things are at their highest, when the community reaches grade 5, the skull will be worth a whopping 125,000 gold. This should at least mean that during community weekend we could see more contested voyages. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What changes would you make to the Skull of Siren Song to keep it competitive? Do you think it should reward emissary bonus when selling? On the 23rd of November, Sea of Thieves posted a notice to their socials explaining that whilst they're not ready to reveal the contents of Season 11, they are giving us notice that any time-limited or special event voyages will be lost when Season 10 ends, and this includes gilded voyages. Rather unhelpfully, they didn't reveal the release date of Season 11 or provide any other context. There are a lot of guesses around when Season 11 is likely to begin, but if I were you, I would spend time doing those tucked away voyages before it's too late. I've got a few gilded voyages myself that I may as well get on with if they're essentially going to be deleted at the end of Season 10 anyway. I do wonder what this means though. It's unusual for them to remove things from our inventory, so far as I'm aware, we've not had anything like this happen before, beyond things that have been removed due to changes within the voyage system itself, like around captaincy. So it has me wondering, what sort of changes are they making to the voyage system for Season 11? It also has me hoping that whatever those changes are, they aren't the only Season 11 changes on their way. I've been desperately asking for a UI update for a few years now, and I'm crossing my fingers that perhaps with the addition of the Safer Seas in December, and now that these voyage changes as well, could we be looking at a big UI overhaul? I really hope so. Back in October, a small announcement was made on Twitter that Sprung Studios, who specialise in UI and UX development, were partnering up with Rare for work on upcoming Sea of Thieves seasons. Perhaps this really could mean that finally a brand new UI with more intuitive menus and systems are on their way soon. I certainly hope so. If you liked the video, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content. If you want to catch me live, then head over to twitch.tv/EllieBoop and drop me a follow. And if you want to join our Discord to find other players of Sea of Thieves, then the link is on screen and down in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the seas!